Hey Daniel,
Hey, how's
nice
it
to have you
going?
here again.
Nice to be back.
Nice. So today we'll be talking about the Webflow Conf that happened very recently. We were all excited about it for a long time, and it finally happened. There were some mixed feelings here and there,
Yeah.
but that's what we're here for. We're gonna be talking about this. So Daniel, did you check it out? Did you check out the Webflow Conf? What do you think?
Yeah, partially I checked it out. A couple of really cool features got released. And yeah, a couple of interesting ones that I'm not really sure about, but we'll see how they turn out. So we're gonna discuss these today.
Like, what do you think this conference based on, or in comparison to the old conferences? Do you think in this conference there was some exciting things, or is it kind of similar to the one before or the ones before?
Well,
Yeah,
I
what's
would
your
say that the main focus was on AI. I felt like lots of things where
true?
AI got integrated into Webflow, and obviously, like, what else is gonna Webflow focus on if not AI? It's time to integrate it as much as we can, right? So yeah, I'm excited about
Yeah, I
those.
feel like yeah, true. AI was a big thing in this conference. Unfortunately, like in my opinion, I would have hoped that they would release improvements of current features rather than newer features. And I feel like it's becoming like the Apple conference. So you watch the Webflow conference like the Apple conference when they changed from iPhone 16 to iPhone 15. From 15 to 16, it's like, oh, now it's silicon. It's made of titanium or something like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been more uh, improvement on the feature, especially like there has been some status problems lately. But that's just my opinion. But I'll bring up this feature, nice collage image that they made, and we can just talk about them. All right, so let me bring this up. All right, so this is the basically the recap of all the features that were announced in this Webflow conference. What do you think, Daniel? Which one should we start with, and what do you think of these features?
Well, I think I would just jump straight into the all the interesting AI stuff. Like AI and SEO, super important. Um,
Yeah,
AI assistant is also really cool.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw the preview they showed on the Webflow Conf, and it was really cool. I feel like it's becoming something like Lovable or these AI coding tools, but even better because you have the style panel and you have this where you can change styles, you can directly change things, and plus you have an assistant, AI assistant that just works with your project. It was really cool to see. I can't wait for it to be out with us. I think the AI assistant was already there. There was some sort of an assistant before, but this time it's
Mhm.
taken to a whole new level. Yeah, the AI
Yeah,
SEO
it's
though, I didn't catch up much with it, so maybe you could tell me more about this one.
yeah. Well, the AI SEO, I think that's the coolest of all, for at
Yeah,
least on
traffic
my
anyway.
end. Yeah. So the AI SEO is basically something that they should have actually or could have integrated, I think, even a year ago. It's actually just pretty much just adding AI to those SEO fields that we've already had, like alt text or um, open graph or meta tags, metadata, stuff like that. So really, this should have been like sort of like an autocomplete uh, version, right? So it should have been
Yeah,
there already. So it's good that it's already that it's here now, right? So yeah, I'm excited for that, and this is gonna make SEO better. And I really love that I'm not sure if they coined the term that themselves, AEO, so answer engine optimization, or or if it's something that they've heard somewhere else. But I love this term, so yeah, it sounds way cooler than SEO. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's the new term. It's the new term for AEO, maturity model. I haven't honestly used these. I saw some updates on the LLMs file that you can now upload an LLMs.txt file. There's some gating that they're supposed to be making on disabling the indexing of some pages for the AI so that the AI doesn't index certain pages, which also I think it's a cool addition. But yeah, I think this is very nice to integrate AI in our SEO process or AEO process. So this is really promising.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna lift a lot of weight of our shoulders. Save a lot of time for sure. Because it's been always super annoying, at least for me. Like when I had to like generate all text for certain assets. Let's say there was like a diagram for some sort of a SaaS process. I had to take a screenshot, paste it into ChatGPT, and basically describe what the company is about, or paste in the content of the section and explain the content and all, and give
Yeah.
background basically, and then it could give me a pretty good alt text, right? A pretty descriptive alt text. But this way, it's just gonna be all built in. So yeah, time saved. Yeah, like lots of valuable minutes and hours saved.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to use it. They said it's gonna be out later this year, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Takes a
yeah,
couple of months until everything is released or in beta.
nice. Also, there has been the new MCP. I don't know if you've used that, and it also helps with alt text and more feature. They added more features to it. I
Mm-hmm.
think they also talked about it briefly in the conference, but I think they announced this before the conference where they added the design features basically to the MCP so that you can use stuff and like you can manipulate stuff in your designer through the MCP, let's say through Cursor or Cloud app. I don't know if have you used MCP before or familiar with it? But
I'm only familiar with it. Yeah, I need to get into this whole MCP game. I know that you're much more into it, and I know that it can help a lot with automations. So yeah, I think you
yeah,
even have a um, you were even able to generate like I don't know 100 or 100 plus blog posts with MCPs. So it's pretty wild what you can do these days.
yeah, I made some videos about this, but basically, like I think with all these new features like the AI SEO, the AI assistant, the AEO maturity model, the next gen CMS, let's say, all these are like a combination of what the MCP could do before, but now it's going to be built in the platform, which is great because I don't have to go to another tool to use those features. I
Mm.
can just use them right in the platform. So I think this is where they're heading with all these announcements. And yeah, for that, I don't think you'll have to learn the MCP. They just go on Webflow and use more of Webflow, which is great. I mean, better
Yeah,
better way to
that's
do this.
great.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
like Webflow should do a desktop app version, because I feel like that would work better for something like Cursor, which is a desktop app. Webflow would
true.
work great if it would be like a fully integrated AI tool, I guess. But then we have Lovable, which is I think only a web app. I'm not sure if it has a
Yeah,
desktop version, so it can work both ways, right?
yeah, true. Lovable does not have a desktop app, but I remember Webflow's wish list, and I think desktop app has been there on the wish list for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a lot of people are wanting this, and I think it will be great because then you can even work offline, let's say, or do more things that you cannot do on the browser. Have
Yeah, or
access to more
perhaps,
features or access to more files on your computer.
yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah,
Sounds
it'll be
good.
great. Yeah,
All
and
right.
another feature or another addition they made is components. So they really improved components. I saw a lot of, the code components, for example, where you can now add code components from, let's say, a React app through the cloud and just add it directly in Webflow. You can like have the raw code for these components and directly edit them right there in Webflow. It also works with AI, which generates this code for you for these components. So I think their components are seeing a very major improvement with these new features, and also the component canvas, where you can see all your components in a
Yeah.
Figma type of canvas feel. Did you see that one?
Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I have this suspicion that I think this is going to be discontinued. I don't think that anyone is going to be using this. And I think my reason for that is that a lot of components need custom code, and custom code cannot be rendered in Webflow. I think there are a couple of hacks around it, how it can be done if it's JavaScript,
Yeah,
but it's still not as convenient as like having it externally and just adding the script later. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely nice for cards or header sections or simple static components that don't require much custom code. But I think this is like, I don't know, components are already super
yeah.
powerful. So I think, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm curious.
But I thought this is it. This is code components basically. It's components that are coded on React or Next.js in another file, and then you bring those to a flow. I mean, again, I didn't watch the whole thing on code
Yeah.
components. I'm not very well versed, so I thought we could talk about. But I feel like it's gonna be a huge improvement to the components. I
Oh,
hope we
yeah.
have more code availability, more ways to use code within the Webflow on these components. Uh, but this is something that's going to come up later this year. So once we have our hands on it, we can play around and see how it works.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, code components are awesome. Well, like it would be great to have like a directly injected way of reviewing code. Let's say even you have a 3D object and you wrote the code somewhere else and you want to see how it looks in the
Yeah,
designer or even in staging and stuff like that. Definitely, it's cool. Um, and I wonder like if it could be kind of tied in together with the existing components so that once we have code components, we can probably run the code that is in the that is necessary for the, like let's say a slider or something like that. If
yeah,
those two could be tied together, and then we can finally interact with the components that need custom code in the designer itself, which would be cool.
yeah. It would definitely be cool. Um, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to test this out.
Yeah.
Very exciting one components. And I think also Webflow Cloud was something they also announced before the conference. And I think it kind of relates to this because on Webflow Cloud, you can integrate, let's say, your GitHub application, your GitHub repository, you integrate your application, and then you can use that within the Webflow project. And I think on that's how you get the components. However, again, these are all speculations, and we'll see how that happens when it's released. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the Webflow team has done a great job with all these features. Um, and yeah, I mean, improvements on the current features as well as would be much appreciated. But uh, I guess the AI, especially the AI scene, has come very strong. They needed to adapt, and they did, I guess. And we will see how well these tools perform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So from I mean, there are a couple of releases that were already announced this year. So, for example, click maps or heat maps, which is really
yeah,
interesting from a CRO perspective. So now, when you're basically splitting traffic, which I believe you can do with Webflow Optimize. Now you can check all the data on the different versions of a landing page or your home page. So back in the day, or not still, you can use Hotjar or Crazy Eggs, or there are these other UX or kind of these, yeah, these user what are these called? Sorry, this kind of user behavior
Yeah, like
tracking apps.
Microsoft Clarity, I think was one of them as well. Microsoft Clarity.
Exactly.
Yeah, user analytics.
Microsoft has its own.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even Adobe
yeah,
has an old one that tracks scroll
yeah, Adobe
behavior
is.
and clicks. Yeah, yeah. So, but now it's gonna be all native in Webflow. So, like, why is this great? Because now there's gonna be less load time on the front end, so no need to load in these external plugins or libraries, and it's all native. Like you'll get like a you have your basically all-in-one platform for optimization and better conversions, which is great. Which everyone like, we should be all after better conversions. So yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
that's the
goal.
end goal for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah, Webflow Analyze, Webflow Optimize. I mean, they have been great tools. They were added recently as well, I think earlier this year, but now they're optimizing a lot on it. Click maps has been something that even when I was a freelancer, people used to ask for this, and we used to go look for tools. You know, Hotjar was one of the main ones we used, and it's something that was much in demand, and I'm glad Webflow has it now natively. Can improve a lot of the experience or how you know lay out your website. You can see where people are
Mm-hmm.
clicking, how much they're scrolling, and this is huge when you want to make improvements, when you want to make ads, do a redesign, and so on. So I think this
100%.
will be a
Yeah.
great way to get those conversions at the end. I mean, like I said, that's the end
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah. 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 So I believe
Yeah,
there's a lot, like a lot of excitement here, and there's a lot of improvements in terms of stuff that can scale a company, or that can, drive more traffic, and then, optimize that traffic. So now we're handling both ends. So this is great, and I think we're on the right path, and Webflow's getting better from this perspective.
do you think Webflow is getting their focus more on the enterprise side with all these features?
100%, yeah. So obviously, every website could use these features, and
For
why
sure, yeah.
not? Like, if you have it out of the box, like, there's no excuse for it. um, but for enterprise, these will be soon, like, and actually these are already um, like a must have, right?
Yeah.
So you need to track traffic, you need to track user behavior, you need better SEO. So yeah, and especially now in these LLM world, uh, you have to kind of compare stuff. Like, I don't even use Google anymore. Like, let's say I want to check a better SaaS tool for myself or something. I asked for something in ChatGPT, and then I asked for comparisons. And if if you optimize better as a software company, and you give more data, and it's the more descriptive you are, the more these LLMs are gonna prefer you. So that's why all these AEO features are so huge. So yeah, so SEO is not dead, to be said. Yeah,
SEO is not that. It's just like transforming.
yeah,
It's evolving to AEO.
yeah,
It's changing
yeah,
to become the grand AEO now.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, I mean, so like sometimes we just go on ChatGPT. It gives me the suggestions, and I just go with it. And I mean, these suggestions come from a good AEO optimization that you do on your website, and good way of giving out the information. So yeah, this AI new AI world, we need we need some good optimization tools
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
for sure. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, I mean that's a wrap. Is there anything we missed, Daniel?
We could definitely dive deeper into these features, into these newer releases one by one the next
Yeah.
time. And we could also talk about old releases that maybe worked or didn't work out as we've hoped. So yeah,
Yeah, that'll be the next one. That'll be the next one. We'll be talking about these old releases. Also, some of these releases, the new ones, have not been there yet, so we didn't test them out yet, so we don't have much
yeah,
to say. But yeah, I mean, we'll be wait for us for the next one. We'll be talking about more and more Webflow features, and we'll dive deeper into Webflow. Thank you so
yeah.
much,
Let's
Daniel.
go. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
You too.